Imagine the whole software development process as building a house. Backend developer is the one that builds walls and ceilings. Front-end developer is responsible for the interior design of that house. DevOps developer is the one making sure that everything is solid and backed up. As a software developer myself, I get asked a lot about something, and this is actually the perfect moment to record a video about it, so I don't have to repeat myself a lot. The question is how to become a software developer without a CS degree. To answer this question, we have to understand the reasons why people, and probably also you, want to be a software developer in the first place. The reason I hear most is the high salaries. Here's a statistic of the average software developer salary in the world in 2020. The average is different from country to country, of course, but we can see that the salaries are higher than other professions. If we take a look at other professions in 2019, it's not so far. So for this category, for example, food preparation and serving related occupations, which is waiter, waitress, for example, software salaries are 3.5 times more than these people. So now it seems normal that they want to get more money. The second popular reason is the ability to work from anywhere. Some people even are willing to earn less and have the freedom that remote work offers. Couples with children, for example, like that too because they can spend more time with their family. Also, frequent travelers benefit from this, where they can keep traveling while keeping an income from a software development job, for example. In this video, I will give you a step-by-step guide how to be a software developer. I'll also teach you what to do in case something went wrong or didn't go as planned. You have to understand that there are different paths to be a software developer. There is a myth that a software developer knows everything and knows every small detail, but it's not true. You have to pick one path and stay with it and try to be better in this path. One mistake beginners make is that they take one path and in the middle of the way they will find some difficulties doing something. And then what they do, they go to another path and say, okay, I've learned PHP now, it's very hard, I've heard Java is better. Then they will go to Java. And then from Java it will be harder or maybe easy in the first way, but it's getting harder in the complex things. And then they will jump from one path to another without achieving their goal, which is mastering one thing. Because companies don't look for a generalist, someone that does anything or everything. They are looking for someone who masters one particular thing, but he or she does it so good that they are willing to give you a responsibility for that thing. For example, if you are a database administrator, you should have a deep knowledge about databases in case something happened with the database, you want to back it up, or you want to do operations on the database. You have to really know it low level in order to have the courage to run this operation actually. The second thing is you have to learn some basic mathematics. Mathematics are actually the basis for computer science and software. You have to know some logic, some algebra. You don't have to be a math genius. You don't have to be good at school in mathematics because it's different mathematics also generally in school. the kind of mathematics you will use in software engineering or software development is actually not so boring as it was in school, because you are using certain principles of mathematics to solve a problem that you have, that you see actually in the real life. And the fact that you know the problem, the mathematics will be only a tool to achieve your goal. Some developers ignore this step, and in the first days of software development, even after you land your job or you start your business, you won't see any problem not knowing these principles in software development, because you are still in the basics and you're still in the beginnings. Because after doing software development for 2-3 years, you will get better and you will go to more complex problem solving, which generally involves some mathematical concepts besides data structures and algorithms. And algorithms are a big part of mathematics. So you will need mathematics if you are willing to learn to develop yourself and not writing hello world code for the rest of your life. The second step is to choose one path and do it for the rest of your life. No, I'm just kidding. But you have to concentrate on something particular in order to get momentum. You will have to sit down and try to think about things that you like. I'll give you an example. If you are a creative person, someone who likes to draw or something who likes arts, then front-end development would be a good way to go here. So you combine the things that you already like, that's it's fun for you, with software development. Because in the long run, if you don't like something and you do it just for the money, you will probably stop at a certain point. To solve this issue, some developers develop the concept of software developer roadmap. A roadmap is something like this. Let's take a closer look at one of the most popular roadmaps out there. I'll put the link in the description for you. Basically, we have 3 paths: front-end, back-end, and DevOps. On the left side, you see the technologies or the solutions that are common between all paths. I won't get into details because my goal in this video is to help you understand which things you have to learn for which path. If you want a detailed video about these technologies with more in depth, write that in the comment section. Let's make an analogy here. Imagine the whole software development process as building a house. The backend developer is the one that builds walls and ceilings, all the hard stuff, all the structural things of the house. Whereas the front-end developer is responsible for the interior design of that house. The DevOps developer is the one making sure the builders, the interior designers, have the tools and the raw materials, aka the infrastructure that they need, and also make sure that everything is solid and backed up. So in case something bad happens, the house doesn't fall apart. The idea of these maps is that you start learning one thing, and then first when you finish it, you move to the next thing. For example, here you learn about internet and how it works, then you go to HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Please don't jump over things here because technologies are mostly related to each other. So take a look at these maps, and if I get enough requests, I will do videos to explain each road and each path. After learning about roadmaps, now we understand that it is critical to take one road and stick to it in order to be a successful software developer in some kind of technologies. The idea here is to get better vertically, so you go deep in one direction instead of going vertically, learning more programming language, learning more technologies. So always in the beginning, concentrate on going deep, not sticking up things. To land a software developer job, you have to do more than that actually. You have to take whatever you learned and try to practice it. In the next videos, I will show you how you can practice the things that you have learned and what are the steps that you have to take in order to land this job. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like here and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.